Literally, I was like, Miss Girl, what are you doing? The dark academia vibes, you guys. The door's ajar, okay?
What the heck?
Like, it was just like a well-rounded good time. Actually, it's really cute. I'm actually really enjoying it. Such a great banter. But it just, yeah, it doesn't feel like her book, which is weird. Like, that's kind of cute. Like, okay, I don't know if that's kind of cute. It's kind of quirky, but...
Oh my god. Wait. The pieces are coming together. Hello, my fellow book lovers, and welcome back to another video. I asked you guys on my little post tab on YouTube what kind of videos you wanted to see, and all of you basically, well, not all of you, that's really dramatic, but a majority of you guys voted that you wanted to see a fall mood reading vlog. So here we are with a fall mood reading vlog. I'm super excited because obviously, I love mood reading. Mood reading is literally what I do for every single video, except a lot of the time they just have a theme to them. We are starting off this video with a book that I have already started. I started it yesterday, and I am literally 200 pages in, and that is The Rose Bargain. Now, the reason I wanted to read The Rose Bargain was simply because, well, for one, I really, really wanted to read Throne of Glass, but I am broke, dirt poor right now. I only have the first 2 books in the series, and I know me as a person and who I am, and that once I start reading Throne of Glass, I don't want to stop. I don't have the money to purchase every single book after I've finished one. Curbing That Want with a different fantasy book, which was, like I said, The Rose Bargain. I got 200 pages into this yesterday. You guys, this is actually very, very good. Everyone keeps saying it was a really good mix of The Cruel Prince meets The Selection. It definitely gives The Bachelor vibes. I've never seen The Bachelor, but I obviously know the concept of The Bachelor. But yes, it does give Cruel Prince vibes, Bachelor vibes. Another vibe that this one gives hardcore is Once Upon a Broken Heart. If you love the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, then this book is definitely for you, because honestly the themes of that are uncanny. To me personally, the only real difference between this book and then the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy is that the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy is definitely more fairy tale-esque of a magic system, whereas this one has a very Cruel Prince magic system, if you guys have read that. The queen, she is a fae, and there is a fae world kind of like in the Cruel Prince where you can go between the human and fae world, but the fae world is actually sealed off, which you find out very early on. You don't really know anything about the fae, but the fae is in England. The other thing about this book that it's very easy fantasy-wise, because there basically is no world building. It does take place in the human world. The only type of magic there is from the fact that they have a fae queen, and that is it. Literally there is no other magic other than her, because the fae world has been sealed off. Very easy to understand, and the concept of the magic is very, very simple. There is no world building. It does take place in 1800s London though, and everyone is basically, like I said in The Bachelor, competing for the prince's hand in marriage. And our main female character, Ivy, is kind of an alliance with the prince's brother to trying to get the prince to fall in love with Ivy for a greater scheme of the prince's. So yeah, that's kind of basically the gist of the book. Find all of that out very early on, and I'm pretty sure it's on the flap. All of the girls who essentially come of age, if they're coming out of trying to find a husband, they all get to have a bargain with the queen. So they all bargain for something that's gonna help them find a husband. And kind of the big gist of it, I am really, really enjoying this book so far. Like I said, I got 200 pages in yesterday, and at first I wasn't sure necessarily, but no, you guys, actually it reminds me a lot of, I don't want to say a lot of The Cruel Prince, but obviously in the sense of there's the human and fae world. Obviously we are set in the human world, and Ivy is a very, I don't want to say strong personality, but she's very determined. She's a very determined female main character. Definitely trusts herself to make the right decisions for her family, and that's kind of what she's doing, and why she essentially entered into the prince's hand in marriage is because she wants to do right by her family. So really, really am enjoying it. Like I said, I got 200 pages in. I'm on chapter 21. I'm actually glad that I picked this up, because this is definitely helping me curb my fantasy want to read, okay, because it gives me enough, and there's so little world building in this that it's not complicated at all. So I'm really, really happy about it, but I'm actually going to continue reading. I do have plans, but I'm going to read for right now, and I will come back and update you guys, I guess, a little later on.
been a little bit since I've updated you. If you can hear like my washing machine and dryer going, sorry. It's been a little bit. I have roughly like 100 pages left. I'm on chapter 28 and I'm on page 288. And let's see, how many pages are in the book? 385. So literally just under 100 pages left. It's going really good so far. Some tea literally just dropped, like some big tea on one of the girls that is fighting for Bram's hand in marriage or whatever. Like I said, it gives like a hardcore Once Upon a Broken Heart vibes because of like the weird little like love triangle that's going on, where it's like, I don't know, it's like hardly, I don't even know if to call it a love triangle because it's not really at this current point in time, but like obviously like Emmett is the Jax. Like Emmett and Ivy are very like Jackson Evangeline coded, and Bram is obviously Apollo in the situation. I don't know, it's kind of weird because like I don't really see or feel the chemistry for Emmett and Ivy. I'm like rooting at this current point because like obviously we don't know too much about Bram. I'm like kind of rooting for Bram. I'm like, Miss Girl, like what are you doing? Granted, you are getting a little bit deeper side of Emmett in the book, like that you're getting from Ivy's point of views, because that basically every chapter is from Ivy's point of view. Yeah, like I just like don't really see it or feel it, you know, but I am enjoying this so far. This one really is just about like essentially like the courtship of trying to become his bride, like, and there's all these things that are like happening that like the queen is putting in place, and like all these parties, like, and all these things that they're doing. Like there is an overall like side plot overall of like what's going on and like what's to come in like future books of like what the series is gonna like entail. But right now, like literally this one is mostly just about trials. I don't even know what to call them, like challenges, I don't know, but like that's mostly what this one's about. So it's definitely interesting to read about, and I am really enjoying it. Like it is very good, and I think just like what I needed with like young adult fantasy. Like I love a young adult fantasy because they're just like so, I don't even know, like they're just so fun. They're really like usually not too complex, and like they're easy to like speed read through, and they make you feel like swoony, you know? I don't feel like super swoony with this one as I did like with Once Upon a Broken Heart and like Cruel Prince, like the whole thing. I'm really enjoying this one, and I think like this series has like great potential to like do really well, and hopefully it's just like a trilogy or something, because I feel like obviously like what's to prolong, either a trilogy or a duology, because like if it just like ends like and it has two, I think like this could be like a good overall like series just to be having, you know. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna continue on because like I said, I only have 100 pages left essentially, so like I'll finish it today. Like I can't believe I read this only in 2 days. Like this was such a fast-paced read. It was so good, and such a good book to start off this video with, honestly, even though I started and I was already halfway through it. But honestly, it's such a good book to start out this video with because it's such a quick pace, like good time.
Wait, you guys, I'm 355 pages in, and this literally just got crazy. Like out of nowhere. Like really just got crazy. I'm like actually confused. Like I thought I saw something like this coming, but like I actually didn't think, like by the way that something else happened at the, like in this book, I was like, wait, that can't be happening until then, like maybe later. But now something crazy just happened. What the heck? What the heck? Wait. I knew something was up when in the beginning of the book they mentioned this weird thing. Okay? And I was like, that's suspicious. What? Like, this is kind of crazy. Literally, I'm sorry. I'm like trying to read this as fast as I can. This is crazy. Dang, this one's a long chapter. guys, they're coming together. Okay. Oh my god. What the you guys, this is actually such a turn of events that I like kind of saw coming, but then was thrown off by like something else that happened. I was like, oh no, that's not gonna happen. Like, she may do that maybe in the second or third book then. No, she did it in this one. Crazy head. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm almost done. I'm gonna keep reading. I'm on page 366. There's only 385 pages, so I'm gonna keep reading. I just finished. Oh my god, like, the ending crazier than I thought it was gonna be. Like, honestly, I really thought we were gonna go somewhere completely different. I am so pleasantly surprised. You guys, I am so glad I picked up this book. Like, this was so good. I now need to go right down on my series that I'm in the middle of, which is now 30. And because, oh my god, like, this was so good. The ending too, kind of, if there wasn't going to be a second one, like, doesn't leave you on like this. I mean, it kind of does, but doesn't leave you on this like gigantic cliffhanger of like, huh? It like wraps up in a weird way, but also wraps up to know that there's going to be a second one and to like anticipate what's coming. You know what I mean? I'm giving this a solid 4 stars because this was so good. I guess we'll kind of see like how I'm feeling over the next few days of like if I still think about it. I read it in 2 days. Honestly, like, so good. Highly recommend, you guys. Like, I haven't like just so good. Like, such a like good, fun, fast-paced young adult fantasy. I feel like I haven't had something like that in a really long time. Like one that I'm actually like excited to like really recommend and like talk about. So yeah, I'm extremely glad that I read this. And you guys, I highly, again, recommend. So now, with that being said, it's actually 8 o'clock and I have work tomorrow, but I'm trying to figure out what book I want to read next. So there is a book that I have in mind that I think I do want to read. It's on my Kindle, but I do have other books here that I could read, obviously on my like fall TBR. But this is a fall mood reading blog, okay? So we're going to be mood reading, obviously. With that being said, I think we're going to read Nightshade by Autumn Woods, which is one I'm really excited about because this is a big genre blended book. Obviously, like dark academia, romance, a little bit of sports in there. I think there's like a little bit of a murder mystery I remember reading about. It's apparently such a good genre blend for a book. I've actually read Autumn Woods' debut novel, which is called Evergreen. I actually received that as an ARC 2 years ago. The writing, I wasn't like really a big fan of at all, but I guess we'll kind of see. This book has like a really big hype, so I'm hoping that like maybe her writing style has changed slightly, especially since that was romantasy, like that was more of a fantasy book, whereas this is definitely more of like, it's not a fantasy, so like maybe the writing style is going to be a little bit different. I don't know. I'm excited to see. This book has really hyped up and it gives just fall vibes, and it really does give fall vibes, okay, because I love a dark academia. I don't know if I'm going to start it tonight, but that will probably be the book that we're reading next. Hey you guys, it's been a few days since I've updated you. It is now Thursday. I think the last time I talked to you was probably Tuesday. You guys saw I started reading Nightshade, and you guys, it's kind of slay. Like, there are some parts of it where I can tell like she's definitely like it's very well written, but I can just tell like some of the like little things that I noticed in her very first book that I got the arc of are still like here in this book. But honestly, like, it's kind of eaten, you know? Like last night I was kind of like, you know, like I'm not making any sense. I'm literally not saying anything, but I am now 45% into Nightshade. I haven't been able to watch. What am I saying? I haven't been able to read as often. I'm actually starting a new job, and the training process and like my work days are significantly longer than at my current job. It's a lot, okay? I have not been able to read as much, so I'm a little sad about that, but I'm 45% into the book, and it's
It's going really well. Like, it's a really good, I knew it was going to be a really nice genre blend just based off of what other people had said. And there's definitely like a I shouldn't say fun, but it's dark academia, romance, there's sports talk in it, also a little bit of a mystery. And she's the grumpy and he's also grumpy, but like, she's like extra like, you know what I mean? But the dark academia vibes, you guys, they're top tier. Like, honestly, top tier. Like, I'm not saying if you like If We Were Villains, because I love If We Were Villains. Like, absolutely love it. Like, I want to say, like, the dark academia vibes in that one compared to this are very similar. Like, the way that the school is and, like, how, like, almost like it's a mansion, but it's, like, a dark, gothic, like, vibes. It takes place in Scotland. You guys, the dark academia vibes are prime. They're so good. And Ophelia and Alex, first of all, I love Ophelia. Well, okay, I love her name. Her as a person, like, I like her character, how like she meshes well with this story. But you can kind of tell, like, not that she's necessarily an unlikable character, but like she obviously has a lot that she's gone through in her life, and like even like more recent events that are obviously talked about in this book, which are kind of like the catalyst for the book. She's a very like moody, grumpy character, and a lot of people see her that way. But it's nice to see kind of a character like that you can still like, because other people like almost find her intolerable. Like, people like don't really necessarily like her, or like they do. Some people just like, okay, you know what I mean? So yeah, I really am liking her, and her and Alex have like a really great banter. Such a great banter. This school basically though is filled with a bunch of like rich people and celebrity CEOs children, like celebrity children, like mafia children, like just the whole wide range from everywhere. Like, powerful families are at this school. And so there's 4 different houses explained in the beginning of the book, and like those separate houses kind of like mean where you are, or like what kind of like represents why you're there. And I really liked that little aspect of it. That was like a really nice little touch that's kind of like, oh, okay, like she kind of tells you a little brief of like what house you're in, and then like who's in what house for what reasons. And like, I literally just explained this, but like I liked that, because if the one house is mentioned, it's kind of like, oh, okay, I know what their backstory kind of is. Like, even though you don't, but like what their backstory kind of is. But anyways, I'm getting off topic because I was trying to talk about Ophelia and Alex. They have such a great banter. There's no romance happening right now, but the banter, literally, so good. I was in my feels yesterday when I was reading this. Like, they were like bantering back and forth, and I was like, just like the heat in my chest, so good, so good. Like, it literally like turned my stomach into butterflies. I said, no, like, I love this. Like, the banter is really good. Anyways, I'm really enjoying it, and that's where we're at. So I'm gonna keep reading. Like I said, I'm 45% into the book, and it's going really well, so. Good evening, you guys. I just finished, it's actually been a few days. I don't know how long it's been since I've updated you. I actually finished Nightshade, like just now. And this was a slay. Like, this was so good. Like, I thoroughly entertained. There was so much going on, and like, it just kept me not on my toes, I want to say, but like it was just like a well-rounded good time. There's obviously gonna be a second book with the way that she left it off, which I'm excited for. I don't know if it's gonna be like just a duology or if it's gonna be like a whole like kind of series, but I'm excited. But anyways, little updates on the book, because I didn't update you while I was reading it because I was, you know, didn't. Anyways, but so like there was a big plot twist or whatever that I was like, oh, I guessed this. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, I should have said what I thought was gonna happen with the person that like the whole mystery aspect was with, because I was like, oh no, like I know exactly who it is. But then at the end, she does another plot twist that I was not expecting, which obviously leads us into the second book. Yeah, honestly, really good. I think I'm gonna give this like a solid 4 stars. Really good, and I'm very excited to continue this series. Anyways, I will pick up with you tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna read next. I don't know if I'm gonna read another book in this video. I think I might. And I think I know what book I'm gonna read. So, but we'll see. I will update you tomorrow. Good evening, you guys. It is the next night, and I started reading Accidentally Amy, as you guys can see because I'm holding up the cover. But I'm actually 30 pages in to the book. So far, it's just a typical Lynn Painter rom-com, but literally right off the bat, the conflict happens of like, not what I thought. Like, I really thought that she was gonna go on this like long pretending of saying that her name was Amy when her name is in fact not Amy. But that's not what happens, which is what I thought was gonna happen. I guess maybe if I read the back of the book. Oh yeah, no. So literally on the back of the book it says that, so I'm not spoiling anything. I wanted to make sure. But yeah, so literally that's like what kind of sets the book into motion, is like her explaining why her name is not Amy and like why he thought it was, because they have like this little meet cute at the coffee shop, right, where he like, she spills coffee all over him, and when she went to go get the coffee, the name Amy was the one that was called, and she had the cup that said Amy on, right? So she explains to him why she does that, and he like gets upset about it, right? And I won't go into too much detail about it, because if you want to read the book for yourself, like read the book for yourself. Literally, I was like, Miss Girl, there were so many explanations that like, yeah, I understand like the whole point is like you're lying, and like, but in my brain, like the little explanation that would have never have come up again as to why you took the cup Amy, literally like so easy. Like literally the smallest white little lie that everyone would have forgotten. I don't know. I just feel like there were so many other ways that she could have gone about it. Just like saying like, you know, no, I like giving fake names at the coffee shop. I think it's funny. Like that's kind of cute. Like, okay, I don't know if that's kind of cute. It's kind of quirky, but maybe a little weird. I don't know. But like, hey, if you like giving fake names at coffee shops, like, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, it's a fake name. Or just be like, no, I think they like misheard me because I ordered a pumpkin spice latte and they kept calling Amy for a pumpkin spice latte, but there was no Amy coming. So I'm just being like, oh, I thought like they just heard my name wrong, or like they just don't, or just like the girl like messed up my name. Granted, her name is Isabella. So like, why would she gotten confused with Amy? But you never know. It's happened before, right? Sometimes they just put the wrong name on the cup or something. I don't know. But like, there would have been a better way of going about that. Like, I don't know. Anyways, okay. Well, I just wanted to update you guys on the fact that I'm reading this book, because that's what I'm doing. I'm reading the book, and I mean, it's a silly, quirky little Lynn Painter book so far, okay? I have no thoughts or feelings other than what I've just told you, so. Okay, it's a little while later, and I'm 106 pages into the book right now, and actually, you guys, it's really cute. I'm actually really enjoying it. It really is just like, kind of right now, just like being a fun little rom-com. This is definitely different than like, I feel like other kind of rom-coms would go, because where I'm at in the book right now, they're actually getting along. Like they're actually like friends. And the weird thing is like they have to be friends because he's technically like her boss. So like they're technically not allowed to have like any type of relationship, but like essentially like are just being friends right now. But it's like this weird like thing, because they know they want to be together, but like this is the only way that we can have any type of relationship. So definitely very different than I feel like other rom-coms. The most similar thing I can think of with a Lynn Painter book that's similar to this is maybe Betting on You, which was because it's like Charlie in that book was like, yeah, guys and girls can't be friends. It was like them trying to prove that they could be friends, and the same thing here, kind of. So yeah, I'm having a good time. Like honestly, it's really cute. So the thing with Lynn Painter's adult books is that they're very surface level. I've noticed is like that they're all pretty surface level. Things just move really, really quickly. And I feel like that's what's kind of happening here, is that they're moving quickly. But the book is so short that it kind of makes sense. But also, I'm not mad about it. Like, I'm really not mad. Like, honestly, like, the way the book started, it makes sense that, like, the way that their relationship progressed, because it's not, like, uncommon in romance books for there to be, like, this immediate, like, connection or chemistry with two characters that are, like, obviously, like, romantic interests, you know what I mean? So that wasn't weird. The other thing I've noticed with Lynn Painter adult books is the fact that, like I said, they're very surface level, and it's all very physical attraction, not anything, like, deeper, like her young adult ones. And I think that's why I love her young adult ones so much, is just because there's like so much more to them and those characters compared to these ones. But so far right now, like, we don't really know anything about Amy or Blake's, her name's not Amy, Izzy or Blake's like home lives really. Like we know that they both have siblings and like like Izzy's like living situation, like all her cousins live in the same apartment complex as her, and that Blake has like siblings, but like we don't know anything about like anything deep rooted within these characters. Like they're very surface level, which is fine because of the book. But yeah, otherwise that's really it. I don't have anything else to say, but I just wanted to update you guys on that before I just read for the rest of the night, because I don't know when I'll be able to read tomorrow. I kind of want this will be the last book I read in this video. Anyways, I'm 107 pages in right now, so good evening, you guys. It is now the next night and I'm on chapter 26, page 227. I don't have that much of book left. I think, yeah, the book is literally 309 pages and I'm on 227. So I have like roughly 70-ish pages. So far, so good. There's been like a new conflict that's arose because of something else that happened, and it's like kind of fun. Like this is definitely, okay, to be fair, I've only ever read one other young adult Lynn Painter book, or not young adult Lynn Painter book, and it's different. Like this one does not seem like her writing at all for some reason. Like other books I could usually tell, right? Like her young adults are like clear as day, like Lynn Painter writing, but like this one is not. Like I just like, it doesn't feel like I'm reading a Lynn Painter book, which is fine. Like I'm not like mad about it, like I'm still enjoying myself, but it just, yeah, it doesn't feel like her book, which is weird. But what was I gonna say? There was something else I was gonna tell you guys or say to you guys. Oh yes, the book too, if you guys are like someone who doesn't really like spice, this is honestly probably a good book for you, because it's not like there's no spice, but the spice is not in any way like graphic. Like you know what's going on because of what's being said, but it's almost like a PG-13 version of what's going down. You know what I mean? Like what you'd see in like a PG-13 movie, not in movies nowadays, but like kind of like back in the day when they used to do scenes like that in PG-13 movies. You know, that's kind of what it feels like. So it's like not like no spice, but it's not spice, you know? So like if you almost prefer closed door romance, then like this is a good one. It's not, I'm not explaining this right. It's not closed door, but it's also like not open door. It's like a jar, if that makes sense. The door's ajar. Okay. I mean, I personally, like, I'm a fan of spice, and to me, to me in my brain, this is like closed door. So if you're very similar to me, then this might be a good option for you, you know? But yeah, I'm just reading. This is the first time I'm picking up a book today, and it's almost 9 o'clock, which is crazy. I started a new job this week, so a lot of stuff has been changing. I've been very stressed and want to crash out, okay? My new job is very, not different, it's very similar to what I used to do, but it's all from home now, and it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's only my like technically second day, so I'm just trying to get used to the flow of things and stuff like that. So I'm gonna just till my mom calls me, because she's gonna call me tonight. I'm also watching Twilight, so live, laugh, love. We're gonna play her. Hello you guys, it's the next day and I actually finished Accidentally Amy by Lynn Painter, and I actually really liked this. This was really cute. Overall, like I thoroughly enjoyed myself. This was like just a fun time. It's not really fall per se, like I think it just so happens to take place in the fall time, but like it's not really like there's fall vibes or anything like that. They don't go do anything fall, like things like that aren't a part of the book. That's okay, because literally it was still such a fun, good time, and I really enjoyed myself. Like there was times where I literally thought I was literally sitting there giggling, like cackling, because the main girl in this book, she's actually pretty funny. Like she's pretty quirky, she's kind of weird, but like in the best way possible, you know? And Blake, our male main character, he absolutely loves that about her. He's like, I don't know how I landed this girl. Honestly, true. Quite honestly, how did you land this girl? Well, okay, I get it. I do. But in a real sense, like in a way that feels so relatable, like you're right. How did you land such a knockout? You know what I mean? Yeah, this book actually was not at all what I was expecting. Actually kind of has the like workplace, forbidden romance type of trope, but like not really. It actually takes place over a very short period of time. I don't remember how long, but I think really only a couple of weeks, maybe 2 months or something like that. It takes place over, and it's just a fun, silly, goofy time, okay? Like I said, if you just want something fun and silly and you just want like a good palate cleanser where you don't have to use any brain power and the characters are like super, super likable, adorable, like they have fun little quirks and like fun little things that go on in the book, then absolutely this book is for you. I think. Like, I love Lynn Painter, and I know I said this previously, this does not feel like a Lynn Painter book, but that's okay, because like, I still had a good time, considering I didn't love her last, or the last book that I had read by her that was an adult romance. I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I definitely think this is one that, like, if you're looking for just a fun, silly, goofy time, that this is one that you put on your TBR, for sure. With that being said, that means we are done with this reading vlog. I feel like time for you, obviously, is so much shorter than for me. Like, this has been, like, over a week, even though this is supposed to be like mood reading for a week with me, you know what I mean? Over a week, but I have started a new job. Like I had mentioned, I'm taking actually just like a little tiny little break right now because I just need to get it out from behind my computer. But yeah, I started a new job and it's very different than what I'm used to, and it's just a lot. So to find comfort in my books, it's great. But anyways, yeah, so let's talk about the books that we actually ended up reading in this video. The Rose Bargain. You guys, this one slayed. This one for sure slayed, and if you guys have not picked this one up, you need to, okay? I will truthfully say that I haven't really thought about this book, but honestly, to pick it up, to talk about it with you guys, like, I can firmly still say that I highly recommend this book because it was such a fun, interesting concept. Like, it was such a good mix of, like, The Cruel Prince, Once Upon a Broken Heart, and, there was another one. Oh, The Bachelor. People think The Selection. I've never read The Selection. I don't know. A really good mix of all of that. And like, there's no, as of right now, fantasy world that you really have to comprehend, because this does take place in the human world in like the 1800s though, but it's still so fun. One of the two main characters in this book, or two side characters that have a big deal to do with the plot, are both fae people. So the Fae people, there is a separate world, kind of like in The Cruel Prince, where it's like the human and the Fae, like they have like literally parallel worlds that they live between. The Fae live for a very long time. The human world obviously goes at a normal pace. The Fae world has a different like time. The whole thing. Like, this was such a fun, good time. Like the Once Upon a Broken Heart vibes too, immaculate. And the twist at the end, you guys. Yes, I'm so excited for this series. It's gonna eat, okay? For a young adult fantasy, this is gonna eat so hard. I think I ended up giving this one a 4 stars. I really enjoyed it, as if you couldn't tell, and I do highly, highly recommend this book. Next, I actually ended up reading Nightshade by Autumn Woods, and this is the second book that I've read by this author, and this author, and I really, really enjoyed it. This was such a really good mix of dark academia, romance, mystery. I can't remember if I said this in the video, but I knew the plot twist. Like, the plot twist, like the way it like was phrased in in the book, I was like, oh, this is the plot twist. I know what it's gonna be. And it was just like that for me personally is just because like I'm good to pick up on stuff like that because I've read so many books, because it's always almost like the least likely person, you know what I mean? The person just said one little thing and I said, I know what you did. I know. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed this book. Alex, tell me why I'm also down bad. Honestly, like, I loved him. Alex was, I don't know what it was about him, but I loved him, okay? I loved him so much, and he was just so down bad for Ophelia, okay? He was so down bad for Ophelia, and I also want to mention that literally anytime her name came up on the page, I kept singing the song, Ophelia. I can't remember who it's by at this point, but I literally kept singing the song, and I would be humming it, and my husband would be like, why are you singing that song? And I said, oh, because the main character in my book is named Ophelia. Where was I going? What was I saying? Either way, it was a really, really good genre blend, and the ending, okay, I need that second book. Because bro, so down bad, okay? Oh, that's where I was going. Bro is so down bad for Ophelia, okay? And Ophelia is very much a grumpy girl. It's kind of funny, like, she's very much like the black cat, grumpy character in this book, but she's still likable. She's still very likable, and I feel like when the girl is, like, kind of like that, it makes them kind of hard to be liked, whereas, like, when the guy is like that, it's, like, just such a given that that's what happens, you know what I mean? That, like, it's easy to like the guys when they're like that compared to the girls, but she's still very likable as a character, and I really appreciate that about her and her writing. So I think I ended up giving this again a 4 stars or a 3.75. I really enjoyed this though, so I do think that you guys should go pick this up. This is a really great fall read because again, like I said, dark academia, mystery, romance, all across the board. Such a great concept, and I really loved it. And then lastly, and I just talked about it, which was Accidentally Amy by Lynn Painter, and I think I'm gonna give this a 3.5 stars. I had a good, fun, silly, goofy time. I know I'm not gonna think about it ever, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social medias, as well as subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.